Hi Jason, this is Mike from Stagecoach Road Vintage Sewing Machine, and this is your sewing machine. And this is the final test before we pack her up to ship her out to you. And in this test we're going to go over the basic operation of the machine. Maybe you already know how to use this machine, but just in case you need a little brush up, the information will be here in the video. And we'll start by winding a bobbin. You'll find your bobbin down here below the slide plate. If you reach in with your thumb, there's a little latch that you can feel on your bobbin case. And you pull that latch out and you'll be able to pull the bobbin case out of the hook down here. To wind a bobbin, put your spool on the spool pin. Guide your thread into this little thread guide at the top of the front over here. Then take your bobbin first and put a few wraps around the bobbin. Now with the thread going on over the top towards the back of the machine, slip the bobbin onto the spindle of the bobbin winder. That's the thing with the rubber tire here. Turn the rubber tire until the little keeper pin goes into the slot in the side of the bobbin. There we go. Now guide your thread into the it's got a name, I'm sure. Can't think of what it might be. Anyway, it distributes the thread evenly back and forth as you wind the bobbin. Take up the slack. So from the bobbin, you're going through the slot at the top of this lever that goes back and forth there, and then into this notch at the bottom of it. Declutch your machine by turning the chrome knob. I put a hand wheel on here, a hand crank on here just for the test, and I'll take that off before it ships. But this chrome knob that you can see back here is your the clutch knob, and when you're ready to wind a bobbin, you want the hand wheel to spin without making the rest of the machine cycle. So we're going to loosen that knob just like a quarter of a turn. You'll feel it hit it stop. Now the hand wheel is disengaged from the rest of the machine, and at this point you just crank. Well, with your machine you'll be treadling. Anyway, before you start to crank, push the bobbin winder in until this little finger here drops down into the bobbin and the rubber tire contacts the hand wheel. Now the hand wheel can spin the bobbin. Once your bobbin is wound, press that little finger back up out of the bobbin, and that will disengage the bobbin winder from the hand wheel. Then you can slide your bobbin off. Reclutch your machine by tightening the chrome knob, and put your bobbin in the bobbin case. With the thread coming off the top in this direction. Drop it into the bobbin case, and then guide your thread up into this little slanted notch in the side of the bobbin case and up under that flat leaf spring, which is your lower tension. Now holding that latch out again, make sure your needle is up out of the needle hole, and there's a small hole in the side of the bobbin at the top. There's only one, so actually there's also one where the hinge is, but that's not where you want to go. You want this little opening to face up. So in other words, when you're holding the latch out like this, that'll be upright. That little knot, that little cutout will be at the top. And that's where your needle goes down through. So slide your bobbin onto the spindle in the center of the hook down here. You slide the bobbin on there until it kind of clicks into place. Make sure it's in there snug. And then just let your extra thread hang for a minute while you thread the top. To thread the top, put your spool on the spool pin and go into this notch on the other side, the other thread guide over on the back side of the machine. Put your spool on the spool pin, go into this notch right here, and down between the discs of the tension assembly, all the way around until you can pick up this little check spring. And you pick up the check spring by guiding the thread behind it, and then up into it. Then go behind the big thread guide here and through the take-up lever, the thing that goes up and down from the back of the machine to the front. Then there's one more thread guide here that you want to catch, and it just slips in from the side. And there's one more thread guide on the needle clamp down here. And then you go through the needle towards the center of the machine. It's always best to cut a fresh end on your thread before you try to poke it through the needle, because the ends tend to spread out and fray, and it makes it hard to poke it through that little hole. Now, holding the needle head loosely, holding the needle thread loosely, turn the hand wheel towards you one full revolution. The needle will take the thread down where the hook will pick it up, wrap it around the bobbin, and bring up your lower thread. And there it is. There's our lower thread. I'm going to do that all one more time for you here. Your bobbin is in the bobbin case here. The latch is right there. Hold the latch, pull it out. Wind your bobbin. Then you drop your bobbin into the bobbin case. You want the thread coming off the top in this direction. Drop the thread into the bobbin case and guide your thread up into the little slanted slot and up under the leaf spring. Then holding the latch out this way, let's see, well, I'll just go through the hole here. Slide it onto the spindle in the center of the hook there. Leave this loose end just hanging for a minute. Thread your machine by putting the spool on the spool pin. Guide the thread into the notch at the top between the discs of the tension assembly, into the check spring by going behind it and then up into it, and then through the take-up lever towards the front of the machine. Guide. Pull your thread into the thread guide here from the side. go into this thread guide down here. And then cut a fresh end on your thread and thread your needle. Holding the needle thread loosely, turn the hand wheel towards you one full revolution to bring up your lower thread. There we go. Put the thread between the toes of the pressure foot towards the back of the machine. This thumb screw here is your thread guide. You loosen that, this is your stitch length adjustment. This machine has no reverse, but your longest stitches are down at the bottom and they get shorter and shorter and shorter till your shortest stitches are just right up here kind of near the middle of the slot, maybe a little bit above it. When you get to the stitch length that you want, and you'll just have to look at your fabric sample to see how long the stitches are. Then of course after a while you'll know. Anyway, choose your stitch length. This knob here, the screw down knob, is your pressure on the sewing foot. Most times you won't need to change that, but if you're sewing something extra heavy duty or extra lightweight, you may need a little more or a little less pressure. Or if your stitch is looking kind of wonky, sometimes adjusting that pressure on your sewing foot will help a little with that. That's about it. Put the fabric under the pressure foot and lower the pressure foot using the lever on the back. Then you turn your hand, no, you're not going to have a hand crank, you're going to be treadling, but make sure that your hand wheel is turning towards you. That's very important. Otherwise it'll tangle your threads up down below the slide plate. Okay, here we go. Okay, she's sewing a nice neat stitch, and I guess she's ready to come home, so I'll get her packed up and get her ready to go. Anyway, thanks so much. This has been a really fun project. I really enjoyed this, and I'm so glad to get this machine back to your family, and you have a real heirloom here. Okay, thanks again.